So in the media this week, I've read 4 toxic culture stories. 4. And that's just in the media that I've read. I'm sure there's plenty more of it out there. So in the entertainment world, the sporting world, and in public services. And somebody asked me the other day, why are the media suddenly interested in toxic culture? Now, of course, there have been toxic cultures ever since the first workplaces were set up. But our view of what's considered to be toxic really changed post the global financial crisis. For those of you who remember the global financial crisis from 2007, 2008. And that really saw the end of the Gordon Gekko greed, for want of a better word, is good world that we were living in. And all of a sudden there was a recognition that actually the workplaces that we existed in weren't healthy. And there was a real shift. Now, of course, it also coincided with parents bringing their children up slightly differently. As a parent of 2 teenagers, we continue to do this today to get them to reject some of the behaviours that we saw in the past. Now, there are still some organisations who have senior people, leaders, people in management positions who exhibit these toxic behaviours. And what they're trying to recreate almost is the way things used to be. They just haven't emotionally matured over that period of time, or they just haven't been taught how to do it by the organizations that they work for. So why is the media interested? Well, of course, why would the media not be interested in anything scandalous or negative? That's what the media do. They're looking for stories that really hook you in and drag you in. And they want you to read something and go, that's just like me. That's just like my workplace. That's like where I work. That's like my manager, in the hope that they can get more of those stories. But not only that, more of us now are prepared to blow the whistle on our organizations if they don't treat us like good human beings. No one should ever go to work feeling any sense of fear. After all, the work is something that we need to do to get the money in order to do the things that we actually enjoy doing. And so no one should have to go, and no one should be bullied. Nobody should be harassed in any way, shape or form. No one's mental or physical health should be compromised. Now, I spoke with a CEO recently and he said, he feels like we've gone too far the other way. And it's all about the fluffy stuff. And fluffy is one of these kind of old-fashioned words that we use for culture. But it's important because we downplayed the role of emotional intelligence, which is what he was referring to. We downplayed that for far too long in our workplaces. And so it's important that we did a bit of a rebalancing post the global financial crisis to say what we want to do is create safe workplaces where people feel that they can be the best of themselves. However, performance is also important. Yes, we want to make sure the employees got what they want, but also the organization has still got results to achieve. They've got financial targets to hit. And this is where, when I talk about the fact that you get the culture that you choose to build, this is where organizations really need to mitigate the risk of toxic culture of appearing in the media by choosing to work with their employees to build the kind of culture that they need so that not only staff feel safe to do their work, but also the company benefits too. So toxic culture is the biggest risk facing any organization. It doesn't matter whether you're a small government organization or a big tech company. Toxic culture is your biggest risk because not only will results be compromised, but the reputation of the organization and the leaders that work within it could be destroyed forever.